Hello again, guys. It's Avine the Introvert here, and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're getting to the end of 2020, and see this 2021. It can't be bad, please, God. And funny enough, as we approach the end of the year, I actually wanted to talk about something that has to do with what we went through this past year, 2020, which is about the coronavirus and the pandemic. I wasn't so sure what to title this video, so I just decided to call it Important Things That the Pandemic Taught Us About Productivity. Okay, not a productivity guru here, like I always say, but I've learned certain things and from other people around me which I felt that were necessary to share. So that's what I'm here to talk about today. The first very important thing that I believe that COVID-19 taught us about productivity is that we need to learn to take care of ourselves. The truth is, during the pandemic, nobody was so much bothered about how much work you get done and oh my god, taking shit off your schedule and all of that. Everybody just wanted to stay safe. Like, corona should not catch me. That's what I want to know. Okay, so it was all about calling family, just making sure the family is safe, trying to make sure that we don't get exposed and all of that. So everybody put that productivity on hold because we got to understand that, look, there are more important things than productivity. And yes, I know the essence of this video is to make you more productive, but I also need you to learn that you need to take care of yourself. I've been down with a bit of a fever for like a week now, and I felt really bad. And I used to tell my friends about it, that I feel just like I'm not doing anything. I just feel like I'm just there. Like I felt somehow about it. And people used to tell me that, look, you can only walk when you're alive, you can only walk when you're well and you're healthy and you're in the right state of mind. So learn to take care of yourself first. Always, always. It's very, 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 very important. Even as you go into 2021, remember what COVID taught you about taking care of yourself, putting yourself first and staying healthy. The second important thing COVID-19 taught us was we should stick to schedules. The truth is, most of us don't have a schedule. We let the world set a schedule for us, and that's the reason why some of us go about every single day on our day job, and when we come back, all we want to do is eat and sleep. We don't really have a personal schedule that we work with. And when COVID came, it was like, boom, what are you guys gonna do now? And everybody was just in their house, the lockdown, and a lot of people had to force themselves to come up with a routine because they couldn't just sit down and watch movies all day. After a while, people got tired of that. People have learned to live with things that tell them what they should be doing, and they've come to understand the importance. People have come to understand that, look, time sheets, task sheets are important, schedules are important, all those things. No matter what is going on, you still have to have your list of goals, your list of things that you need to do, no matter what is going on. Because people still had that during COVID, and it's much more important now that we are all back to work, because you may be tempted to go back into that frenzy of just going with the flow and just letting the world, your environment, or your workplace dictate your time, which is not appropriate. Like I said in my last video, I will be doing a video about task sheets. So I'm so excited that someone is actually interested in that. So I'll be doing a video about that in 2021. The third important thing the pandemic taught us about productivity is that we need to create internal synergy. I don't know if I'm using the word right, but what I'm just trying to say is that you need to have this internal harmony within yourself. Like when you want to get to work, you need to be able to put all distractions away and focus on the specific task at hand. You know that was a bit easier for us during the pandemic because the world was silent. Some people were working from home, some were not, and those who weren't were able to just look, every other thing is away right now. I'm not working right now, I'm not doing anything, so I just want to get this particular task done, and I'm done with that before I move on to the next thing. We learn to put our minds at rest when we are doing something, when we are doing one particular job. And we learn to just blend every single idea, intertwine, plan for the future, and be able to focus on one thing at a time. So that's what I mean by creating that internal synergy. It was easier for us to develop that working space where we could get our jobs done. Most of us turned our homes into workspaces and all of that, and we're able to just get the work done better and with more clarity. So you need to keep that up. The pandemic has made us understand that whole focus, that ability to focus, that ability to just be one with yourself when you are working on a particular task is very, very important. So please don't forget to imbibe that habit as you go into 2021. So the fourth important thing which the pandemic taught us, which a lot of you refuse to listen, is that you should mind what you eat. Now, being at home every single day and physically knowing when we're walking into the kitchen and packing all the rubbish onto our plates made us to be much more conscious of what we eat. And that was when people now started coming up with different things about dieting and exercise. People started exercise routines and all of that. Let me tell you something. So many of you were not even eating healthy before the pandemic. The pandemic only helped you to realize it. And now that the pandemic is going, you are now like, let's go back to what we were doing before. You have forgotten about what you learned, which is very, very bad. The fact that you learned that your eating style is bad doesn't mean that because the pandemic is gone and because you're not sitting at home always, you can't eat unhealthy again. Learn to watch your diet, okay? COVID taught us that staying in one place makes us eat a lot, and when we eat so much junk, we get fat, so we need to mind what we eat. But it's not only when you are staying at home that you can eat junk. If you don't plan your meals right, you will still eat junk. If you don't keep the right things in the house for you to eat, you will still eat junk. So please, certain things that we've learned about eating and all of that, all those healthy habits, those exercise trials that you did, all those menus that you downloaded to eat healthy, don't throw them away. Keep them. You need them. You need to keep using them. That productivity vibe you got during the pandemic, keep up with it. You need it even as you go into 2021. The last very important thing that COVID has taught us is the importance of knowing what your true calling is. So a lot of us during this pandemic, we had to rethink our lives. Like, is the world going to end? Like, what the hell is going on? A lot of you during the pandemic just felt like, what have I been doing with my life? I need to change up my lifestyle. I need to change my career. I need to change my job. This is what I've been doing. I don't want to do this. I want to start doing this. See, all the things that you said to yourself during that time, a lot of them, they were honest opinions. But just because you feel like the pandemic is going, you decided to throw all those things away, and your job called you back and you decided, okay, I can keep on doing this, and you went back to your old habits. What I'm just trying to tell you is this. All the things that you learned during the pandemic that you feel like you want to make lifestyle changes for, if it's your career, if it's a hobby you want to develop, if it's something you want to start doing which you feel like if you had died you would have regretted not doing it. A lot of English here, but just start doing those things that pandemic opened your eyes to. The pandemic told you that you weren't really happy being this, you want to do that. So why are you afraid to start doing it now? I mean, you are given a second chance. You didn't die. I mean, a lot of people did. I'm not trying to be harsh here, but that's just the truth. You were given a second chance. Go with the flow. Change your ideals. You've seen that, look, the world can end in any moment, and our lives are very short. At the end of the day, make that lifestyle change, make that career change, make that relationship change. Whatever change that you need to do, just do it. Because the pandemic showed you that if I were to die today, this is not my situation. So change that situation. Put yourself where you would prefer to be. Change your situation and do what it is that the pandemic is giving you a hint to do, or was giving you a hint to do. With these 5 points about the importance of the important things that the pandemic has taught us, I've come to the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching or listening to this. If you did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share with people that you know would find this really helpful. So don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me if you would love more content about task sheets or whatever it is that you want me to talk about right here. Until next week, my name remains Avine the Introvert, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.